is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia controls the tap. Can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Into the front court, it's Walker. They trail by 2. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Walker. Sixers control it. Finish that. Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. To Kemba Walker. Fires the 3. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Harden to Tobias Harris. For 3, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Walker. New York with 4 to shoot. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knicks with the basketball. Walker. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. Fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Ed, body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Danny Green with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter.
The NBA Season 9 2022 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
To Walker.
Oh yeah, it's me and you.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Kemba Walker. To Julius Randle. And he's going to the line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Julius Randle, couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. First one goes down.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Harden. James Harden, 2 of 4 now.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Possession lies with New York. To Walker. Probing the defense. Walker. Joe Ellen. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Harden with it up top. Up by 6. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Walker. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
New York Knicks basketball. To Walker. Gets a shot up off the mark. Another follow. Stays out. Randle to Kemba Walker. To Julius Randle. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Danny Green to Harden. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead is up to 9. To Fournier. Down to Randle. Paul Millsap rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
New York in control of the basketball. To Fournier. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Nerlens Noel. Tips it. Harden.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
James Harden. 4 out of 7.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Julius Randle. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some 3s.
And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Fournier. Alec Burks. Down low, Noel. Shot from the lane won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. And they call it
a simple touch foul.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for New York, number 22, Gibson. Into the game for the 76ers.
To Alec Burks. Down low for Gibson. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Taj Gibson trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A drive, but he can't get it to go. The follow won't go either. Fournier, they go down low to Randle. It's a big finish. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
James Harden. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Fournier. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Fournier. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Number 4, Paul Millsap. 2 minutes remaining in the first.
To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Fournier. Mike Scott pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Harden with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. To Gibson, has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Fournier. From the painted area, won't go down. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
To Fournier. Down to Randall. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught, and number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first.
Number 45, Anthony Tolliver. Stepping in for New York, number 14.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Everybody pick up. DM.
Harden. To Embiid. Won't go. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
That's it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The possession lies with New York. Walker to Julius Randle. Down low for Gibson. Walker not getting the bounce. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Kemba Walker against Tolliver. They go down low to Randall. Offensive board to Walker. Trying to cash in. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Not going to have it this time.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Walker.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Taj Gibson. New York with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Sixers have the basketball. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Julius Randle. Walker. Count the bucket for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Anthony Tolliver sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jason Smith here against Taj Gibson. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Alonzo Trier. Nice pass to get things going.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions. New York.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Knicks with the basketball. Nice finish at the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Harden in possession. Up 6. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Fournier. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Fournier. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Tobias Harris able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Green light, green light.
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Second and 3. Got it.
For New York, number 15, Kemba Walker. And number 14.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Walker with the basketball. 9-point margin. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Harden. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 4 out of 10.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Tobias Harris. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Shot, bro.
Possession lies with New York. Kemba Walker matched up with Harden. Missed a wide open look. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Has a chance. A shot no good by Harris. To Fournier. Down low, Noel. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
To Harden. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Fournier to Kemba Walker. Danny Green with the block. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Harden in possession. His team up by 7. Fournier to Alonzo Trier. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
For the Knicks,
Kemba Walker has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good.
for the New York Knicks, number 9 and number 10, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Harden with it up top. Up by 6. Over to the right side. Danny Green to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. With James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
New York Knicks basketball. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. New York in control of the basketball. Kemba Walker, Harden's on him. Probing the defense. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harden. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper off the mark to Tobias Harris. Danny Green. Harden. Can't get the bounce. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. He gets it.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Harden to Tobias Harris. Fires the 3, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Second of 3 is good.
For Philadelphia, number 45, Anthony Tolliver.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. The possession lies with New York.
1 minute
Walker.
remaining in the second quarter.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. And scores.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. misses with 2 seconds to go. Time expires to end the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The 76ers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Knicks aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. Have a look at the leading scores for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
James Harden did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
To Julius Randle. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Randle. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Count the basket inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Kemba Walker. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Danny Green to Harden. Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Through 3, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Down low, Noel. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Nerlens Noel with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fires the three. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Walker surveys the floor. 4-3. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Into the front court, it's Walker. The deficit now up to 13. James Harden swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Joel Embiid sends it away. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It goes down.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Walker. Embiid with the board. Harris to Harden. From long range. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Walker into the front court. His guys trail by 13. To Julius Randle. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
2 points. The assist from number 9.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Danny Green on a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oh, I missed a short one there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Won't go. Harden drains it.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Free throw try, off the mark. Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here's a chance from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And the finish at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Walker to Julius Randle. Walker. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, he had it. To Julius Randle. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kemba Walker. Count the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Sixers control it. To Harden. Can't connect. And a putback slam.
I don't know if it was so much the bounce or the vertical. I think it was more so the reach. That's what happens when you have a 7+ wingspan.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Walker. Cleared out by Embiid. Julius Randle tips it. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To Julius Randle. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Has a chance. Green with a shot that won't go down. And finishes strong. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Sixers have the basketball. Harris to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. A lot of contact. No whistle. Tobias Harris pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
That's no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Danny Green to Millsap. Beyond the arc for 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Knicks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Fournier. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
The follow won't go either. Oh, follows and finishes.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Fournier. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. The follow won't go either. Tobias Harris able to recover with the block. Runner's good there.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Tobias Harris. To Embiid. No good. Alec Burks to Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Oh, he blocked it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Stepping in for the Knicks.
Harris.
Number 10, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended. To Alec Burks. Down low for Gibson. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Embiid. Harris to Embiid. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
Scores 100 points tonight. Everyone gets free pizza.
Taj Gibson with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Possession lies with New York. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Drives, but a shot won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coaches' reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. New York Knicks basketball. To Julius Randle. Tobias Harris. Huge block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Alec Burks. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good. A 3-point play. It's back to a 1-point game. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden with the basketball. Leads just a point. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down to Randle. Gets to the basket and scores.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Harden to Tobias Harris. And a nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
For 3, no good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Alec Burks. Fires the 3. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot play, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
4-3. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Alec Burks. Working it outside. To Fournier. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Evan Fournier on an island, wide open. He knocks it down from 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
New York with 4 to shoot. Alec Burks from long range.
That's his first personal foul.
Nope. First one does not go. It's a second. One more coming. Danny Green to Harden. Now ready to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
James Harden, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first.
Number 3, Nerlens Noel.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. New York in control of the basketball to Alonzo Trier. And he hits.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost him.
Harden in possession. His team up by 1. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Harden in possession. Leads 1. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the New York Knicks, number 9,
Harden to Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The possession lies with New York. To Alonzo Trier. Down low, Noel. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
number 15, Kemba Walker. Into the game for Philadelphia, number 3,
To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guy's down 3. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. To Julius Randle. The pass set it all up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
I got something for him.
Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. Harden with it up top. Leads 5. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Walker to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Walker to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Alonzo Trier down low, Noel. Lays it up and in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Danny Green. And the reward, he's going to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
He connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Walker with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Millsap snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Harris. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Walker. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Harden. Trying to cash in. Harden with a shot. Won't go. To Walker. Here comes the screen.
Switch.
5 on the shot clock. Count the basket at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Taken by the Sixers.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Paul Millsap. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Curling inside. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Got it.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Kemba Walker. Takes stock of the floor. To Walker. Knicks with 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Sixers call for time. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Time for some new personnel into the game. Here's a tie-up and an intentional foul. That means free throws coming with a little under 30 seconds to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. To Kemba Walker. Paul Millsap with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Walker. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot.
Long heave from three-quarters court. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers did what great teams do best, finish. And whenever the game seemed to start slowing down, they came up with a block that would ignite everyone. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks just couldn't close this one out. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
James Harden gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Game 4-4 Los Angeles Lakers 1-1-1 Los Angeles Clippers 1-3-2 Final. Game 4-4 Sacramento Kings 1-1-5 San Antonio Spurs 1-1-2 Final. Game 4-4 Golden State Warriors 1-1-3 Dallas Mavericks 1-2-2 Final. Game 4-4 Miami Heat 1-1-3 Brooklyn Nets 1-0-7 Final. Game 4-4 Detroit Pistons 1-0-8 Toronto Raptors 1-0-6 Final. Game 4-4 Memphis Grizzlies 1-0-7 Boston Celtics 1-2-0 Final.